Hi Alex, well done yesterday. Hope you found it helpful, and hopefully with a bit of practice we'll get that three-wooden driver a little bit straighter. As we said, address, we don't want to have the hands too far behind the golf ball, as when the club then comes back into the hitting area, your hands are going to sort of push forward, and that's going to open the club face up even more than we already have. So once you've got the club now a little bit more neutral, so the hands are sort of more level with the golf ball, the focus now in the takeaway is trying to feel a lot less wrist action on the way back so we can maximise it on the way through. The problem we have is as the club goes back, there's a lot of early wrist hinge in the first initial part of the takeaway. So just here now the forearm and the left arm start rotating. The back of your left hand now is actually pointing at the camera even before the club's gone back sort of above your knee height. So therefore the club now is opening up quite a lot in the backswing. Then as we come back to the golf ball now, as much as you might try and use your hand action to square the club face up, it's just so fast you haven't got time to do it. If we look here sort of just post impact now as you come through, at impact now that left hand is still sort of visible, we can still see the left hand, and then about now it starts rotating. If we actually look at the clock at 3.66 it rotates over. Impact though is only about 3.53, 3.57, so it's not far out, it's just you're making it a little bit harder for yourself by having that takeaway with the club opening up. So if we can get the sensation the club's going back, so the club face pointing at the ball for a little bit longer rather than over rotating, you'll automatically create forearm rotation by the hinging of the wrist and the turning of the body. So you haven't got to try and exaggerate that. Unfortunately, the more exaggeration you have on the way back, the more you've got to over exaggerate coming back into the golf ball. At the speed you're going to swing it, it's going to be almost impossible to do that. And the problem is then you're just starting the ball right, so as a result of that you then start swinging your arms left, which creates that sort of slicey, cutty one that you were getting. So we can just adjust that setup slightly, nice and loose in the grip pressure, and then we can just feel that club face now staying squarer for longer rather than opening up too much on the backswing. So hope that helps. Have a bit of practice with that. I'll catch up with you soon.